Alright, hello collective, welcome back into another reading. Thank you all, everything you like to comment, share, subscribe, donations for the energetic or financial. I truly appreciate them all. Let's jump in to this reading and see what y'all need to know. With the Ace of Cups and the Tower both upright on the split, what are you nurturing that's slowly destroying you? What's your poison? What's your favorite poison? Look at it that way. What is your favorite poison? What is something that you do that bothers you, that you still do day to day? What is something that you look at that bothers you, that you still look at day to day? Remove that from your system, remove that from your area, from where you're at, and you know how to do it, you just don't want to do it. And if you're saying, I don't know how to, you just have to ask yourself, what would you do to get rid of it? Because it's yours. You know, not everyone has the same trash day. You don't take out your trash on the same days as other people. That's all. Because right now, you're needing to move forward without anything telling you that you can't, moving forward without anything saying that it's too hard, so that you can connect to what you're desiring. There needs to be no fear or no doubt that you can move forward to a new cycle at this time. So even if you're having dreams of people, why are you getting so afraid of that? All that these dreams of other people are trying to tell you is memories of events that you've had from the past 3 days that correlate or remind you with those people. You get that? Not all dreams is someone attacking you. A lot of people think that because they don't know the first thing about dreams. They just go online and hear some bullshit. But if you knew anything about dreams, you would know that your brain has a 3-day memory when it comes to your dreams. And that every 3 days, after every 3 days, your brain deletes 1 day. And anything that occurs within those 3 days that you would need to know about that bothers your nervous system, you then have a dream about. If you can't remember your dreams, that's because your nervous system is overloaded and you're too stressed out, too busy looking around at everything else to actually have a moment of peace or to listen to yourself. You don't have dreams, you can't listen to yourself. Some people don't have dreams because you don't have a soul. You just have a spirit. So you just might not have a soul. You might think you do, but you don't. That's a sign of having a soul, is having dreams. So remember that. Remember that. These are things that people don't really talk about or know because they'd rather just keep lying to you. But it's time to move away from that energy and stepping into a nurturing energy with the Empress upright, but the Eight of Pentacles inverted and the Seven of Swords upright. It's like you're too busy looking back in the past. You're needing to sit still so that when the past comes back, or when you go back to the past truly, because the past doesn't move anywhere, it stays in the past, you have to go to it. So when you go to the past in your mind, it stops you from working, you just see what about it is making you stop working. Is it a fear that's making you stop working on it? Is it a miscommunication? Is it just something like, well, I don't want to be seen in this light? Then stop seeing yourself in that way. It's simple things that people need to do to get on this path of working right. If you're going to keep blaming other people, and I know this isn't for the majority of y'all, well, not the majority, my bad. I know this is not for a few of y'all, because some of y'all already get this. But for those that still want to go around and say, but they did this and they did that, you're going to get nowhere in life. You're a victim. You know what a victim is? It's a sacrificial animal. When something is sacrificed, it's already done. So if you're going to be a victim, you've already been sacrificed. There's no help for you. And there you go. There's your answer. How do I get out of this situation? I'm a victim of this. You're not. No, you cannot unvictimize yourself from what you've gone through. Them birds be like, damn. All you can do is get up and move. Learn those lessons from whatever you were victimized by, and then move forward. Look at why you were victimized. Look at why you want to be victimized. Is it because mommy and daddy didn't love you enough to care about you and you were just an only child, or you had siblings and you were just the rut of the family, so now you grew up and victimized everything to get attention? Is that it? Or is it more to do with the fact that you just aren't being heard the way you want to be heard? So then you have a pick me disorder where you go around and say, it has to be me, it has to be me. It's not you, it's not anyone. Actually, that's the funny part. But you want it to be because you attach yourself to it. And then you complain about what you attach yourself to because you don't like what you attach yourself to because you're not getting the response that you want. It's a big system that you've locked yourself in, and there's no help for you because you won't get out. You're the one who put yourself in there. So why would anyone help you get out? Point simple, but it's super simple. But you're needing to rest your mind. When people say, oh, it's time, God wants me to sit in silence right now. Okay, what are you doing in that silence? Ooh, I'll tell you something though. Watching a video online, it's not sitting in silence. It's filling your brain with a bunch of bullshit that you don't need to fill your brain with. Because if you're supposed to sit in silence, that means there's a message for you. That doesn't mean to go around and watch a bunch of shit. That's called boredom. That's called you're not able to do that. You're a little bit deficient. You need to be able to sit in silence, actual silence, and deprivate yourself so you can allow spirit to come through and talk to you. Simple as. With the 8 of Swords and the Fool, it's not going to be easy moving forward on that path, on that energy, but that's what you have to do. So if you're told to sit in silence and you're watching this video, you're not sitting in silence. You're already off to the worst start you can be at. I'm going to just tell you that right now. God didn't lead you here, your ego did. But again, because you don't know what God you worship or what God's talking to you, you just assume that it's all one. When it can't be. When if it's the Most High, there has to be lesser ones. So get real with yourself and stop lying to yourself because you want to hear something that makes things better. But things will come into balance with temperance. Things are coming into balance. All you have to do is move down your path. No one said it's going to be easy. It's a narrow path. The 8 of Swords to the Ace of Cups. It's a narrow path. All you got to do is follow it. All you got to do is go down that path. With the 3 of Cups inverted, the Queen of Swords inverted, the King of Pentacles upright, the 7 of Pentacles upright, and the Hangman, you're distracting yourself mentally from getting the nourishment that you need. Some of y'all just get mad for no damn reason. Some of y'all involve yourself and argue with yourself because you have nothing else to argue with. Because the reality that you are in, the King of Pentacles, the reality that you've established, 7 of Pentacles to the Hangman, is what you're looking at. It's a mirror of all the things that you have let go of, or all the things that you have sacrificed yourself to be where you're at. But did you get any form of enlightenment from this? With the Queen of Swords inverted and the 3 of Cups inverted, no. This doesn't mean to give some kindergartner response of, I learned that I love myself and that I'm a good, who gives a shit about that? What lessons did you learn? That's not a lesson. What's the real lesson? So you learned that you love yourself because your ex did some bullshit to you? Or were you supposed to learn to wisen up to those signs of how someone was going to switch up on you, but how you ignored it out of your own detriment? Was that the lesson? Or was it still that you loved yourself? There's a lot of them that you can be learning. But don't stick at the bare minimum because that's what you're used to getting. Actually look into what you're doing. If you're moving forward on a path, every day is a learning day. What are you learning in this moment? What are you learning in this moment? What could you be learning in this moment is a better question. Damn. Because death inverted to the Ace of Cups, nothing's changing. There's nothing growing for you, Queen of Wands. Magician inverted, Queen of Wands inverted. That's why when you move forward with a good idea and good nourishment, I don't know. You just need to be able to see something correctly, really. Because there's no refinement happening for you. There's nothing new given to you. You keep saying the same shit every day, but what is changing within you? Do you know that even? Have you took time to see something? Or are you still looking at it from one way because that's all you can see? That's what you got to ask yourself. If you can't see more than one way from this, you probably have a deficiency. You've probably been brain rotted or trauma bonded to something for so long that you can't even see past it, which is awful. You need to go to therapy and get that fixed because no one should be thinking the same path every damn day. Okay? You're miserable doing that to yourself. You're scared out of your damn mind doing that shit to yourself. You're insane. Doing the same thing over and over again, it's called insanity. Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups upright, to the Seven of Cups inverted, and the Queen of Pentacles. When you know you have a good idea that's in motion, or when an idea that you have been given from the divine is in good motion, good solid motion, and it gives back to you, choose that option and begin to nurture it. Stop looking at everything else. Oh, but I don't know how people will feel, or I don't know if this is what I need to do. Is it working for you? In a beneficial way that's allowing you to start things on the physical? Is it allowing you to learn something new? If so, go down that path. Four of Pentacles. You need to let go of thinking so much. With the Two of Swords, not even thinking, but being in an illusion in your head, going back and forth with yourself. You need to let go of that. You need to stop second guessing yourself. Stop saying that, oh, it's not going to work. Have y'all ever watched Bob Ross, the painter, where he goes, everything's a happy little mistake. You can learn a lot from this, and it's not just because you make a mistake that's not ruined. You can make a mistake into something beautiful. All these things. Can you do that for yourself? Can you be an artist in your life? Can you do that for yourself? I don't care, but can you do it for yourself? Can you see how to get yourself out of the hole that's around you? Can you learn how to build stairs out of mud and dirt so you can get out instead of asking for a ladder, an easy way out, asking for someone's hand or whatever? Can you do it yourself? Can you move yourself until you're at a position where help can come in for you? That's all you need to do. That's all you need to look at. Five of Cups. But you're in a regret state. You're in your mind too much. There's too many emotions in your mind. There's too many feelings running around in your mind that are creating detriment. But there are better things behind you. So don't take any more time to walk away from this procrastination. Don't take any more time to walk away from what's bad. Oh, I was supposed to wake up at this time, but I woke up an hour later. Who cares? Get up, do what you need to do. That hour loss can be made up within that hour, and then you also can do a lot more things within the hour that you need to do. Stop slacking off on yourself. Get up and move. Get up and move. Motivate yourself. And if you can't motivate yourself, find something to motivate you. Not drugs. Not fucking, oh, if I do this, then blah, blah, blah. Say this, motivate yourself by saying this. If I get rid of this, I'll have more ease and more rest in my life. That's what you want. That's what you need. If I can get rid of this, I'll have more ease and rest. How do you get rid of it? Stop thinking about it. Because all you do is think about it, which creates false feelings about it, which then creates a distortion in your auric field or your emotional field, and it fucks up your whole day. Stop giving your energy and power away to things that you don't like, that you can change. You just refuse to change it because you want to give it to God or give it to spirit Which spirit are you giving it to? Which God are you giving it to? Fucking say its name. You're not gonna, this is my human. This is a human. They're really cool. To your best friend, say the fucking name of your best friend. There's Jeffrey. He's a really cool person. You see how stupid it sounds when you say spirit and God? Like, oh, I give it the spirit. Awesome. You know how many spirits are? There are entities on this earth that have thousands of legions. Hold up. Let me just get my book out. Let me get my book out. Let me show you something, okay? So, you have the demon Ippos, right? He governs 36 legions of spirits. One legion is thousand upon thousands of spirits. So, thousand upon thousand to the 36th power. 1,000 times 1,000 to the 36th power. Or squared to the 36th, alright? Or 36th. Would not be squared, my bad. That's how many spirits there are under one person or one entity. So when you say spirit, what the fuck are you talking about? You gotta remember, we are legion, we are many. And it was one spirit that had multiple heads. It was one entity, one figure that had multiple spirits inside of it. Understand that. What spirit are you giving it to? What God are you giving it to? Stop saying that bullshit. You don't even know what the fuck you're doing. You don't. So walk away from that. If you don't know about it and you don't want to spend time learning about it, then leave it alone. Find something that's going to actually help you. Find something that's actually going to give back to you. Because going the path that you're at isn't. In fact, some of you are just like still waiting, like, oh, well, whenever I die, it's going to happen. You're dying every day. You know that, right? So why is it not happening? It's about ruling, emperor, taking responsibility for what you're carrying and taking responsibility for what you see that you could do differently and moving differently, but not moving differently instantly, waiting and seeing. Because when you see, things will be revealed to you. You're not allowing things to be revealed to you. You're picking and choosing. I want to see it this way. I want to see it that way. When there's a million ways of seeing it. When there's infinite ways of seeing it. Two of Wands. And it's all about how you are going to be backed up by the divine. So understand that. Who is it that's backing you up in this time energetically? That's inspiration. Who's inspiring you? What spirit is giving you the energy to move? Or what spirit is inside of you that's creating the energy to move? That's where you'll get your justice. From disconnecting yourself from that spirit. By seeing its by judging it. By seeing like, well, every time that I feel this way and I do this thing, it never works out. It always leads me down a bad path. It always ends up with me doing something bad. And then with the moon inverted, you'll see what you have to do. And then you'll stop overthinking. You'll stop moving down that path of thought that leads you to detriment every time. That's the biggest thing to do at this time for y'all. See what you're doing. Really stop being the bystander of your own life and see like, yeah, what I'm doing here is not actually helping me. I'm spending 4 hours of my time watching things that don't answer questions, that keep wasting my time, and it's not helping me. I'm filling my ears full of gook and gob that's not backed by any truth, that's not backed by any logic, by any sort of sound right reasoning, and allowing that to rule my life and assuming that, oh yeah, it's what I need, because you don't know what you need. Gnosis and Ibu. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick again, because I need to just make 1,000%. I need to make sure 1,000%. when I made this card. So yeah, okay, yeah, I forgot. Ibu is just Ibis. So it is Thoth. Gnosis and Thoth come out together, which is really funny. You need to know the wisdom, the sacredness of it all, and read what is being written to you. Read what is written in your life so you can move forward. Because right now, you're with smoke falling on top of Gnosis, you're too covered by smog and illusion to move forward. That's why things don't make sense. So you need to stop with halt. You're needing to step back from all the motion and allow the wisdom, that knowledge to come to you, to reveal itself to you, really, so that you're not walking down the same path 24/7. That's the advice for y'all today in today reading. All right. Oh, come on. So we have Archangel Azrael, change and transition. Thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. Trust your vibes. Thank you, angels. Today I trust. Today I choose to trust my intuition and your guidance. Shine your light, Archangel Uriel. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. Connect with music. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me through music. Move your body. Thank you, angels, for motivating me to move my body and energy. And trustworthy friends. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. And with that, that is the reading, you all. Thank you all for everything. The likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether energetic or financial. I truly appreciate them all. Peace in the Lamb, it is truly wonderful. You will find everything that you need to find in my description of any video and every live. But peace in the Lamb, it is truly wonderful. I will see you later.